All right, team. Welcome back to yet another episode of What Cool Stuff Did I Find at Yard Sales and Thrift Stores this week. We got the table full, a little bit over here on this chair. pretty good haul, and I'm excited to tell you all about it. So let's start on over here. This is a Fly Low women's extra small ski jacket. Fly Low's a good brand. It looked pretty new. I negotiated with the person, got it down to 16 bucks. I believe it'll sell on eBay anywhere from $50 to $100. This exact color scheme was not listed. At the very least, I should be able to get $50 for that locally. Over here, we got this at the thrift store. They are two brand new driver's seat mats for the RAV4, some of the newer models, maybe like 2020-ish years. Those sell really well in groups of 4 of all the mats. This is just the driver's seat replacement. I bought it for $3 each. I should easily be able to get $25 each for that. Let's move on over here now. We have a Dymo label maker stamper thing. I told you I like Brother and Dymo label printers in a previous video. This already sold within 2 days for $16.50. I bought it for $4 at the thrift store. Over here, I also got this on the same day, a Statler drawing compass, I think. And this should sell, it might take a little bit of time, should sell around $20. I also got this pretty cheap at about $3, $4 at the thrift store. Over here, I don't usually get headphones, but I went and both of these look pretty new, pretty good sell comps on eBay. And, you know, I took a gamble. There's a chance they don't work, right? At $8 each. This I listed for $38. I think I'll probably get at least $35 on eBay for that. I tested them. They work great. They feel nice. Maybe I'll even keep it. And this, the Plantronics, these guys should also sell around $35. When I bought it, it came headphones. It came with a charger. Also came with a USB dongle. And yeah, got that for $8. Flip for $35. Should also be a really good flip. Moving on over here, we have two Z-Moto cameras. I got them in vastly different places though. This model I got at the thrift store, and I picked it up. It didn't feel like the greatest quality, and I was like, you know, I'll just check, see what it is. And there's a sold listing for $40 recently on eBay. I bought it for $7, so I should be able to get some good profit in that item. And then this is a little sad. These are new Z-Moto cameras. I bought it at a yard sale. It was listed for $25, but I showed up to the yard sale late and negotiated down to $12 pretty easily. And I was pretty happy with that because this new in box goes for $60. Came home, came to find out it is missing some pieces. Although the two cameras and the chargers are new, it is missing the circle plate as well as the antenna. So I was a little sad about that. I should still be able to get $35, $30 for that on eBay. Just the camera itself sells for 15 bucks. This comes with some advice. It's not the worst thing to show up to yard sales 3-4 hours after its initial start time. A lot of times people are much more likely to get rid of things at a cheaper price. So it was listed $25. I wouldn't have been surprised if people wanted that earlier on and she wouldn't budge. I show up at 11:30, 3.5 hours later. She's like, all right, I'll take 12 bucks, right? So keep that in mind. At another yard sale, I picked up this Netgear Wi-Fi range extender. I like picking these up at yard sales. They almost always say yes for $1. I got it for $1. And they usually sell pretty well, either on Facebook Marketplace or eBay in the $15 to $20 range. I listed mine for $20. This is a ribbon iron. I got it because it was new in box. It was $7 at the thrift store. It should sell pretty easily for 20 bucks because it is brand new. Love Ryobi stuff. And this is a Ryobi tool I haven't seen before. It is a radio / speaker. I tested it. It works. I almost want to keep it myself. I got it for $7. Listed it for 30 bucks on eBay, and that should sell pretty easily. So very excited about that. Maybe I will keep it if no one buys it. Back here, some more Ryobi stuff. 2 Ryobi chargers. This is just the basic lithium 18V charger. I got it for $5, both of them for $5 with the Ryobi case. right here. And I've sold about 15 of these in the past. They sell very well on Facebook Marketplace for $15 each. That is the price point, and I can sell it with ease. So I know for a fact I will get $30 total for those two chargers. Back here we have a gyro switchblade Miro, size large, in pretty good condition. It is missing a screw and there's a couple little dents, and you can see it has been worn, but one in slightly better condition, all black, sold for $130 plus shipping on eBay. I'm hoping I can get about $100 for this. I bought it for $20. Again, another late yard sale find at about 11:30 when the yard sale started at 7:38, and they said, you know, we'll let it go for 20 bucks. So another great find there. Helmets in general, if they're mountain bike helmets like this one, usually sell pretty well. So keep an eye out for the helmets. Let's move back to this corner. I got this at the thrift store. It is a hunting scope, I believe. Tasco is the brand. Comes with a stand and the case. This sold in the past, I believe, for $75. I got mine for $40, but there was a 20% off coupon, so maybe 35 bucks. Not going to be the greatest flip, but I should be able to make 20, 30 bucks on that. And it looks cool. Honestly, sometimes I just get stuff because it looks cool, and maybe it's not the best decision. Moving on to here, this is a Google Nest. I call it a Google thingy with a screen. It plugs in, it works. Not exactly sure what it does. Looks cool. Looks like almost like a little tablet speaker, Alexa thing maybe for Google. I got that at the thrift store for $7. Listed it for $35. It's a good flip. If you see it, grab it. This is the flop of the grouping. I always have probably one or two flops. Home solar rotating camera. I just love cameras so much, it's hard for me to turn them down. It's new in box, but it was $13 and there's no brand. It was a kind of a quick trip to Savers. I went for it, and I'll be lucky if someone pays me 20 bucks for that. So not the greatest flip in the world. Make sure you do a little better research than I did so you avoid losing money. But yeah, could be worse, right? I should be able to make my money back. Here, Super Trooper Super Nintendo. Very excited about this find. Although it does not come with the cords, the Super Nintendo easily goes for $60 plus shipping in untested condition. It also comes with Street Fighter 2, which also sells for about 15 to 20 bucks. This was $13.50 at the thrift store. I bought it without second guessing myself in any way. The funny story about this is someone actually picked it up and was scanning it with their phone, and for whatever reason they thought, you know, I don't want this at $13.50. I have no idea what they were thinking, because why would you let that go? I don't care. I'm so happy that they left it, because then it gave me the opportunity to pick it up. Coming over here, we have the Nintendo Wii. Everybody knows what the Wii is. The black console with all the cords. And this, I'm actually going to net zero on this item because I bought it for $40 at the thrift store. And you're saying, Chris, why did you waste your money on something if you can't flip it? Well, my mother-in-law said, if you find any Wii remotes, pick them up for me because I want them. And because my mother-in-law feeds me all the time, I decided, for sure, I'm going to pick this up, even if it's overpriced at the thrift store, and get you some Wii remotes. So this was in a package, in like a bundle for $40. It had two black Wii remotes with like the cushiony outside cover case for the remotes, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl for $40. Two Wii remotes, the Wii console, and Super Smash Bros. In all working condition. I did test it. That easily goes for maybe 65, 70 bucks on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. So I figured I gave her the remotes in the game, and I can get my money back with ease on eBay selling the Wii. Over here, I got this at a yard sale for $1. It was another late yard sale. They had it listed for $5. They easily took one. It has everything in there. It looks rarely used. It should be a very easy $20 flip. And last but not least, the Alpha Stim Aid brain stimulator, apparently. I'm going to say something. That might sound silly, but bring your mom to the thrift store. I brought my mom. Within 5 minutes of going to the thrift store, she picks this up and she says, "Is this a good item? It looks pretty good." I look it up and they've sold in the past, new, for $600, $500, something like that. And this was listed $8 was the sticker. Obviously, I'm picking that up. I listed it for $500 and willing to accept a best offer for sure. I already have tons of views, a bunch of watchers, and easily I should be able to get at least $250 for the alpha stim. Thank you, Mom. And that's the haul, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, comment below.